Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. It is the morning disaster. My name is Ray Lytle. Today's show is brought to you by our friends at Just Beds. That's Just Beds at 3120 Montvale Lane. Steve, tell everybody about Just Beds and why they should get their next bed from Just Beds.
Just Beds, awesome beds. You want this showroom? They have every kind of bed imaginable: twin, queen, king, adjustable, you name it. They got it, and they deliver. That's right, they deliver. They'll come to your house after you pay for it. They'll come to your house and they'll knock on the door. And even if you're in the shower, they'll come back. But they'll come in, take down your old bed, and take it somewhere. I don't know where they took it. And then they bring in the new one, set all the new one up, take the plastic off of it, just like getting ready to get into bed. You just make it. And that's all you gotta do. Then they take
no idea what are you explaining?
You wanted to know what Just Beds did, right?
Yes. All I got was something about taking a shower. What the hell? What?
They deliver.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They deliver to even Pana. They even deliver to Pana.
Oh, so they do deliver.
Yeah, they do deliver. And it's set up for free.
Mm-hmm.
For free. It's all for free.
Wow.
And they haul off your old dirty mattress.
Oh.
So you don't have to deal with it, because you can't sell those dirty mattresses.
What if it's an exceptionally dirty mattress?
If they're exceptionally dirty, they leave them in my yard.
So if the mattress, but a regular dirty mattress, they just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if it's exceptionally dirty, it goes to your house. Like, for example, if you had an accident in your bed, if there was an accident and you have stains, does that go to your house?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you get the stains.
Only the dirtiest.
Uh-huh. All right. There you go. Only the dirties. Look at that. All right. Thank you, Just Beds. Just Beds, 3120 Montvale Drive. It's a bed for you, your spouse, your child, your guest room. Whatever you need beds for. Whatever you need a bed for, they've got it at Just Beds. My wife wants us to go to Just Beds to get. Have you heard of these beds? And I don't even know. I got to ask. I'd have to ask Steve, one of those guys at Just Beds. They have these beds, Steve, where one side of the bed is one way and another side's another way.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of these beds?
Yeah. I've heard of them.
My wife was talking about like one side is cool.
Yeah, you can adjust the temperatures. Yeah. By numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be a good thing.
We gotta go to Just Beds and explain this and have them show us what Yeah, so I have no idea. I don't know how these beds work, but I'm sure Just Beds knows, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
Karen says, are they sleep numbers? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you adjust the numbers, like I would like mine cooler, so maybe lower like on 2.
Well, listen, I don't need my bed cooler.
Oh.
I'm not the one that needs. I'm fine with a room temperature bed.
Oh well, yeah, empty.
You know what I mean? By the way, Valerie says that's the best town is Pana.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
That's what she says. She says Pana is the best town, Steve.
My mom lives there. My family's from there. I'm going to have another reunion there in August. I found out.
How embarrassing for those people. I didn't know that you come to town. I didn't know that you come to town to embarrass your family.
Oh.
I didn't realize that was a plan.
I don't ever embarrass my family.
Really, never?
Well, maybe Aunt Barb, but
yeah, but people are saying, people in the chat room are saying that those beds that I have are, they have, that those are available.
oh yeah.
So I don't know. And Karen says, if the beds are split, how do you find sheets that fit? Yeah, you see, I don't know. I guess they come into a king size bed, but there's two sides, I guess. One could be room temperature. That's how I like my bed. I need my bed room temperature. I'm not royalty. And then the other side.
Oh, I am royalty. I found this out. I called my mom on Mother's Day and talked to her for a long time.
Yes.
She did this. We're having, like I said, a big reunion in Pana in August for family. And she's doing all kinds of genealogy stuff. And I am related to Princess Diana.
How are you related to Princess Diana?
It's all through our genealogy.
Oh.
I mean, my mom's traced all the way back to where we came from. We were related to a saint back in 600 AD.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Boy,
she's doing all the what famous people.
Well, the acorns have fallen far from the tree. I'll tell you what.
I am related to Princess. Oh, she was hot too. I'm related to a queen. My cousin Sarah Culberson is a Nubian queen or something like that.
By the way, Kelly says that they come when you buy a bed like that. They come with a set of sheets, and then they sell sheets for them there.
Oh, yeah, they probably pay extra for them.
Huh. And she's already talked to them about. She says she talks to Just Beds about an adjustable bed for her mom.
Oh,
but she doesn't know if it's a temperature control bed too. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. But my wife was talking about it.
I know them pro football players have them. You do ads for them.
I'll call Steve, or I'll just drive over there and we'll go through and have them show us, the beds or whatever. So we'll drive over to Montvale and take a look and get one of those beds that my wife needs to be cool. I got to be honest. I would think sleeping in bed with me is cool.
Huh?
I thought that'd be cool, but obviously she needs the bed cooler.
It would be cool.
I think it would be cool if she gets like a hot.
Oh
yeah, that would be cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful day.
Pretty cool. Get another woman in there. That'd be awesome. It'd be very cool.
Oh yeah,
and the whole bed would be cool. Yeah, but oh well. So, by the way, Tom says he's been in those beds and they're cool.
Oh,
how the hell's he gone? Who the hell? How's he getting into strangers' beds? By the way, DA says, sure, falling at Christmas and needing 10 fire departments to get you up didn't help we with the family, Steve.
Oh, very funny. And with only one fire department, not 10.
Jeff says, an incestual reunion. You're not looking to pick anybody up at your reunion, are you?
No, well. No,
what do you mean? Well, what?
you never know. These are kind of like they're cousins, but they're not like cousins. I don't know them, so it'd be okay to date them.
DA said lots of royals had incest in their family tree.
Huh.
Steve, you dating your family means you're a royal. Yeah.
Could be. Could be.
Yeah. Mm. Look at that. By the way, Karen says she can't stay long. She just came to say hello to everybody. She had a very busy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's been very busy the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. She seems to be, I noticed from her Facebook,
she's got to go now.
She seems to be judging bathrooms, taking pictures of bathrooms and posting them on Facebook.
Oh.
So I don't know if she's traveling along doing a documentary on bathrooms or.
Any bed Tom gets into immediately becomes a stranger bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Tom's got stories of just getting in people's beds. I didn't know that was something that people should do, but I say party on, Tom. I got to put some socks on, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh, much better. Oh, much better. My feet were cold.
Oh, your feet were cold. Oh, yeah.
So, how was your weekend, buddy?
It was good. It was good.
Yeah. What did you do besides the fat ass? I had a good time at the fat ass.
Well, after the fat ass, when I got home after we went to the street party,
yeah,
I got home. Brady and Bree came over for a while, and then yesterday I felt like shit. I don't know why, but I didn't even do my pot show yesterday because Ryan had to go to the doctor.
So, what did you go to the doctor for?
I think it was the baby's 6-month checkup.
Did they weigh you at the doctor?
Not me. I didn't go to the doctor.
Oh.
No.
Who had to go to the doctor?
He went to the doctor.
Who did?
Rhino did.
Oh, Rhino went.
That's why I didn't do my pot show yesterday.
Oh.
So I didn't do my pot show yesterday. A Sunday? I don't think I did anything.
You had a nice, boring weekend.
It was typical for me. No, actually, mine was because of the fat ass, and then going down to the street party was that was something else.
You like that street party after there.
Oh, you got to experience that. Everybody's got to experience that once. That's almost the best part. I mean, it was the whole thing. Whole day was great. And I don't know. I thought even it didn't seem as packed as it did last year. It seemed like there were fewer people, but they were just crazier people. So
I know there were almost 3,000 people in the actual event. So I don't know. I mean, the street party is always crazy after.
Oh yeah, it's a big deal.
Oh, so you had a good time?
Oh yeah.
Did you watch people climb the rock wall?
Yeah, I watched everybody almost. I watched Dan climb it. Even.
Oh, Dan climbed it, huh?
Yeah, Dan was so funny. He climbed it. I was watching him climb it. And he almost to the top of his hat falls off. And most people, when their hat falls off, they fall all the way to the ground. Well, he gets to the top and he comes down, and his hat is stuck upon the fucking rock wall. He had to climb back up to get his hat down. Everybody else's hat falls on the ground. Theirs is still hanging up. Yeah.
So he had to climb back up and get his.
Yeah, he had to climb back up.
Well, he's still got that long friggin' hair. He's got that Benjamin Franklin look going on.
Yeah. I don't know how he. I don't know how he flew. I'll admit we had a nice little shady spot. And next thing you know, Christine's like, look. You know, it was just fucking alcohol, man. It was.
Because he
I know
drank so
my-
much, or was it?
Oh, I don't know. I think
Was
he
it being
was
tired from climbing, or?
They didn't when we got down to the block party. They really weren't drinking as much as they did up at.
I got to tell you, Dan works his ass off at these events.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it really it goes off fine. Did we looked okay to you guys who watched it? Did we sound okay? I mean, that's all Dan that sets that stuff up. I just got to say that Dan's microphone worked perfect. You know, for the event. My microphone, there were times it seemed a little sketchy, didn't it, Steve? But I'm saying Dan's microphone worked perfectly. And Steve's microphone, I didn't hear it at all. So
I didn't have a microphone.
Oh.
Can you believe that?
I know he offered you one. What'd you do with it?
I had to give it back to him because he was standing out in front of the people. When he went to get beer, he handed it to me.
I'll be damned. Because I knew he handed you one. Oh, by the way, Roy says it was fun. You guys did great. Sound was fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I'll be damned. Fat 420 says, what you're saying is Dan does a better job than Kluge? Oh, Dan says, I took Steve's microphone away from him because he wasn't saying anything. Yeah, he didn't say anything. He just sat there and watched women run by going, He's very happy watching the women in the Fat 4.
Well,
Fat Ass 5K.
You know, I'll tell you what. I went down there at that street party, and I felt like every woman down there was looking at me saying, "Oh, there's that guy with the micropene."
No one was noticing your micropene. I'm sure that no one was making a big deal of the micropene. I don't know what would make you think that.
I don't know.
Because I thought people liked I think people liked your performance, to be honest.
Oh, I don't know.
I think they were pretty happy with you. But yeah, forgive me, but I was just trying to let women know that you were available.
Oh, well, yeah, I appreciate that.
There was certainly nothing wrong with
I even had a couple of them stop and take a look.
I let people know. I would say, hey, if anybody's single, if any of you women are single, come here and look at my buddy Steve.
Yeah.
My buddy Steve's also single. So I don't see why that would upset you.
Well, let me see if I can jog my memory to exactly what was said. But hey, this is you women out there. This is my buddy Steve. He's 58 years old. A great sense of humor. He's funny, and he has a micropene. I believe that's how it went.
Well, but there's what's wrong with that? I mean, I would say this is my friend Steve. He's funny as hell. He's got a great personality. He's single. What's wrong with that? That sounds like
they don't need to know that. They don't need to know have a micropene on the first date.
Oh yeah, and he has a micropene. So you're saying the micropene line upset you? Oh.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Well,
It's
forgive
true.
me.
It's true. So I might as well get the truth. Rather than say, "Oh, he's got a 12-inch dome."
Well, I wouldn't say anything like that. You know what I mean?
Have him make you look bad.
No, I didn't want anybody. I didn't want people to know anything about your dong. So I just said, "This is my buddy Steve. He's got a micro peen." You know, like if women were, I don't want women to be scared of your dong.
Exactly.
You know, so I wanted to put out there that you were safe. You know, that you that your dong wasn't going to hurt them.
Right.
I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I cared about, Steve. I wanted women to know that you were, you know.
I'm hoping it's working kind of like in reverse psychology. I hope some of the women are thinking to themselves now, they're thinking, that guy back there, they said he had a micro peen, but I bet he has.
I thought maybe they'd want to see, like they go, really? Oh, let's prove it. I want to see.
Exactly.
I thought that came off. DA says, and he's never pleased the woman. Did I say that he's never pleased the woman? Oh.
No, you've never said that. But I believe I have.
You think you
pleased? I believe I have. Oh. I've never been told that I have, but I believe I have. At least one, maybe two.
Yeah. But you think you've pleased them. And Tom says, doesn't Steve always announce he has a micro peen so women, they're not shocked when they find out?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. There you go, Steve. Fat420 says, Steve sat at the rock wall looking up the skirts of women climbing the wall. You weren't doing that, were you?
Every single one.
Oh, Dan says next year he'll run 3 mics.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. It would be unused. He just doesn't like to talk at those events. He doesn't like to talk at live events. You're saying you would that you would talk at them if you had a microphone?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, hey, Dan, next event, let's run one and we'll test and see how he talks. You know what he's gonna say? He's gonna say, "Hey, you got any weed? You got any weed? Share with me."
Oh, that was down at the street party because Christina even noticed that one too. Somebody would keep walking by like, that's not good. That's not a vape.
By the way, Diane says if used right, size does not matter.
Exactly.
So, Steve, do you use right?
Evidently.
All right. So Steve might have a microphone, but he uses it right. What the women say. How about that? DA says you have pleased the woman when you left the room. By the way, Dan says, can we all take a moment and thank Christina? We wouldn't even have been there if not for her. Yeah, well, of course. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
I mean, why would I? She would not have been named she would not have been named in charge if she didn't take care of stuff like this. She takes care of shit. She even scheduled the meet and greet for this month. The meet and greet's next Saturday or this Saturday, right?
This Saturday, yep.
At Causes Pizza. That's the meet and greet. Does somebody have a birthday we're celebrating this month?
I think this is supposed to be for Jason and Big D because we were all sick in February, and then you go to the February one. So I know next month the June one will be the real big one. That's when Tom and TJ and all will be down. That's the 7th of next month. So that's not even worried about that one just yet. But that's also, I found that's Brady's birthday that that weekend.
And then isn't his his wedding's that month too, right?
Yeah, the 21st. Yep, 21st. Man, that's crazy. We'll be busy. Busy. Good. I think I'm gonna go fishing sometime this week. Supposed to be beautiful weather all week.
I know it's been beautiful the last couple of days.
I think it's till next Wednesday. We're not supposed to have any rain. Supposed to be in the upper 80s.
Nothing wrong with that, buddy.
Nope.
Just beautiful. We've had fantastic weather. But my wife said, my wife told me yesterday that I got to start wearing sunscreen.
Why?
I don't know. I guess she thinks I'm a pussy.
I wouldn't know.
So, yep.
I got a little. See, I'm a little bit redder. I can feel a little hurt. Oh, I need to go sit outside more. But you know that thing, like when I sit outside, I don't have to listen to Robin roll around in the grass and talk to the bugs.
She still does that? Your neighbor still does that?
Oh yeah. She always. Well, we have clover. We have clover really bad in the grass.
Yeah.
So she's always looking for a 4-leaf clover.
Mm-hmm.
And she's talking to the bugs and the birds and she posted this thing on Facebook yesterday about something about she's talking to a bird that was outside her window. Whose voice is that? It's yours. What the fuck? What? She's goofy. I think she tried to come in my apartment yesterday.
You think she tried to climb into your apartment?
Well, no, climbing. What's that? I was sitting on a shitter and Milk Dad was there with me.
It's very descriptive.
And Milk Dad perked up and like somebody was at the door. And then Milk Dad jumped down right into the door. And I heard the door click. I'm like, man, don't even come in here. So I think she might have opened the door and didn't see me sitting in a chair. So
do you have when you're in the bathroom by yourself, do you have the door closed or you keep it open?
No, it's wide open. I only close the door when I have company.
Mm-hmm.
If there are people here, I'll close the door. But if I just it's just me and Milk Dad. Well, it's just me and Milk Dad. Milk Dad will open the door.
So you'll keep the door open while you're just taking it down.
Yeah, because she'll come in. She jumped up on my shower stool. And I got to pet her and everything else.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Robin coming in and jumping.
No, Milk Dad.
So your neighbor will enter your house while you're in the bathroom?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
I hope not, but I heard somebody the door did, and I'm assuming because that's when somebody comes to the door, Milk doesn't do that. She's like a dog.
I'll be damned. By the way, Amanda Kluge says her birthday is at the end of next month. She'll be 39. One more step to 40. Yeah. Getting old.
Yeah, 40 ain't nothing. Wait till you get to 60.
I don't want to turn 60. The thought of that is horrifying to me.
And my mom was talking about something. Oh, Mother's Day, there was the oldest lady at church was 92 years old.
Oh, wow.
And my mom goes, God, I can't imagine living to be 92. I said, Mom, that's only 10 years away for you. They told us you wouldn't be alive 30 years ago. I said, you've already outlived everything that every doctor's ever expected.
Yeah. True. I mean, your mom is a medical miracle, man.
Yeah.
And I think your mom's probably going to live to 100.
I don't know. She, every time I talked to her, she fell. I fell in the yard. Mom, you're not, damn it. She
What
filled
was she
it.
doing? Your 82-year-old mother was in the yard. What is she doing in the yard?
She's planting flowers and watering flowers. Oh, she got a friend for people that come and work on it, do help her. They're going to till up a garden for us. Oh, Steven, I'm going to have a garden this year. I said, what the fuck are you going to do in a garden? You have a bad heart. God damn it. You're not even supposed to get out of the chair.
Well,
hell with those doctors. They don't know.
your mom loves getting out there and being active. 82, she's out there gardening.
She fell and she couldn't get back up.
So she's just laying out in the garden?
Yeah. Well, she's laying in the front yard and the mailman came by and stops and comes and helps her up. Well, cause she's like me. She couldn't get up off the ground. You got to have something like a chair or something to push yourself up on. Yeah. Yeah. She's broken.
Yeah, when I fall, and I fall way too much, but when I fall, the problem is my knees are so I can't get up on my knees.
Right.
Because, you know, they're just so bad. That's the problem. If I could get up on my knees, I'd be fine. So, but I can eventually, you know, put my hands on the floor and sort of get in a sit-up position and get up that way too. So, yeah. By the way, Jeff says it didn't take 5 fire departments to get her up.
No.
Well, you're continuing to lose weight, right? Or you haven't started breaking that diet yet, have you?
No.
All right.
No. In fact, after the show, I have to make my salads for the week.
Good. I'm very proud of you. You're keeping up with your diet and you're losing weight. So you might be able to get yourself up soon. You know, Bob says, Ray, you're looking good. Your weight loss is really noticeable. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Work out every day, my man, every single day. And I don't eat much of anything. I drink my protein drinks like a crazy man. Yeah. Morning, TJ. TJ and Tom both going to be in town in June.
Oh, boy.
So the meet and greet is this Saturday.
Yes, at Causes Pizza.
And then June's meet and greet, Christina's going to schedule it where?
At Dublin Pub.
Both Tom and TJ could be there.
Right.
Pretty cool.
I'm trying to get a couple more because Bubba the Baker is on vacation that week. I said, well, you should come up, man, and bring Fat 420 with you.
So you want Bubba the Baker and Fat 420 to come? Oh, my goodness.
Because Bubba the Baker and Fat 420 are neighbors.
Oh, they're neighbors? I didn't know they lived that
close.
Well,
they're not that close, but they're both in. Well, Fat 420 is moving. He's moving to Peoria.
Oh, so he's leaving Pekin?
Yeah. Out in my house.
Way to go.
I told him if I had one more bathroom, I might have been with him, but he's only got one bathroom, and I don't want to share a bathroom with him. Like he don't want to share a bathroom with me either.
You need your own bathroom.
Exactly.
Way to go, Fat 420. Rock on, brother. By the way, TJ said Steve dropped a major bomb.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I really don't. I don't know what they're talking about.
So the meet and greet is this Saturday for May.
Right.
And the June one is going to be what? What's the date in June?
I believe it's 7th. It's that first weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 7th.
I'll be damned. Well, not bad. Where did you say something on TJ's show?
I must have.
Is that what they're talking about?
I must have, but I just helping him out. Plus, I am the Smoker Mania champion, so I have to keep up. I don't know what I said, but maybe I did.
February 20 says, ask Steve what he admitted to on a show Sunday.
Wow.
What did you admit to?
I don't know.
I don't know. Steve has admitted to so much that he needs a hit.
Exactly. I don't. Tom said he heard I hooked up with someone. I haven't hooked up with anybody.
Oh, TJ says, I remember Steve admitting he was attracted to Shelly. Shelly? Oh, your neighbor Shelly.
I said that if I didn't have to, look her in the face. Yeah, thank you very much, Diane.
How high was he? So you said that you were physically attracted to your neighbor Shelly.
I think I know what it was. They were talking about what would I do if went in the laundry room and Shelly was stuck in the dryer. That's what they. As long as I couldn't see her face.
My goodness. So you would molest your neighbor Shelly.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's very happy to hear that. Isn't she developmentally challenged?
Yeah. I don't really know what.
So I'm glad you have plans for molestation.
She has a job.
Yeah, but sure, Corey says, Ray, you didn't listen to it. I'm surprised you don't support your friend's shows. I do. I would, but no, on a Sunday, no. No. Sunday is my day off. You're lucky if I'm awake on a Sunday. I didn't get out of bed on Sunday till like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nope. Yep. That's Bev 20 says that's it. Steve admitted to being attracted to Shelly. Oh wow, look at that.
See, sometimes it got jogged my memory. Like I said, I say a lot of things. I admit to a lot of things. Some of them I probably shouldn't speak out of my mouth. But
Christina says, well, he's attracted to Ray, so why wouldn't he be attracted to his sister? Oh, for God's sakes. No, I look nothing like Shelly.
Wow. Ashley says darker than you. So
she's darker than me? I think I'm getting pretty dark, dude.
No, you're getting.
I mean, look at my skin. I mean, I've been a convertible. My skin is darkening up.
Oh yeah.
I got something here in my lip.
Yeah. Canker sore?
I don't know what it is.
Pimple?
I got it from being out in the I got it from being outside in the sun, I think. So yeah. Tom says, I wonder if Steve would call out Ray's name while Shelly gives Steve her vagina.
No.
With a side of fries. You want fries with this, Steve? Yeah.
Ooh, no.
By Lori says, speaking of McDonald's, there's one coming to Sherman now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sherman doesn't have McDonald's?
Nope.
Wow.
One.
I didn't know they didn't have one.
Oh, we got one here in Williamsville. So I think that's why they.
Yeah, but McDonald's are everywhere. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
They're everywhere. I mean, if you drive up to Springfield, it's there's a McDonald's on the corner of Clear Lake and Dirksen.
Right?
And then if you go to Sangamon and Dirksen,
Yeah.
there's a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not even half a mile away, is it?
Okay.
The McDonald's are that
No.
close to each other.
Yeah. Probably half a
And
mile.
then there's a McDonald's at Stevenson and Dirksen. I mean, yeah. So I don't think that
We'll see.
Sherman
Now there's going to be, because now there won't be that one at Sangamon and Dirksen. Now the next one will be Sherman and then Williamsville.
So I'm just saying that
That's a lot of McDonald's.
but McDonald's doesn't care. You know, people
Right.
go no matter what. They, you know, people
Exactly.
like McDonald's. I mean, I don't like McDonald's, but my wife has me take her all the time. She
I
likes
got
the
some
frozen,
breakfast there.
the frozen Cokes. Oh, I wish she wouldn't drink
Oh.
those frozen Cokes. That's just sugar. It's just pure sugar.
Yeah, that's true. I did do one for on my way to the fat house I went to, and I got a Diet Dr. Pepper and an egg biscuit, and I threw the biscuit part away and just ate the egg.
By the way, Katie says, so Steve's essentially attracted to Ray. Oh, no, all right, let's. Steve has admitted to wanting to take a bath with Ray.
What?
Have you admitted to wanting to take a bath with me? I didn't know you admitted it. I know you want to take a bath with my friend Tiff.
Yeah.
But did you also admit to wanting to take a bath with me?
Maybe I did.
Oh, well. Oh, well. Yeah. So they're putting up a McDonald's in Sherman.
Yeah.
By the way, Kelly says Dee is her soul sister. She goes for a frozen Coke every day. She drives down to McDonald's at the Hamel exit and the Love's truck stop because theirs are actually frozen and not runny at all. Huh. Oh, yeah. My wife loves that one when she's coming back from the airport. When she's coming back from the airport, she always goes to that McDonald's at the Hamel exit.
Hey, you know what? I'll be honest. I think I've been to that one when I lived down in Staunton. And we went down to Collinsville or something, and we're coming back. And that was the best McDonald's hamburger I had ever eaten.
Yeah. People love that McDonald's. It's on the way back from the airport.
It was a really good McDonald's. Yeah. I remember that. I ate it, and I told this chick I was living with, Brooke, I said, damn, that fucking hamburger. The best.
Kelly says the frozen Cokes at the Hamel McDonald's are perfect.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm sure my wife would like them. What's up? Why so serious? I'm sure my wife would like them. Kelly says they fill them to the top and sometimes it overflows out.
Oh.
Loves those. I just think it's fat. I just think it's fat in a.
Yeah, that is a lot of sugar.
Yeah, a lot of sugar. I'll be damned. You want to know what I had yesterday? That was fantastic. I'd never had it before.
Oh, what?
I went to Chick-fil-A. And I got grilled chicken nuggets.
Oh.
Or grilled nuggets. And with a Polynesian. And they were fantastic.
Mm.
Here's what I ate yesterday, Steve. I had some protein drinks.
Right.
I had protein drink. And then I had I'm trying to think. I had a salad. I had a protein drink before workout and after workout. I had a salad after workout. And then I went and I had grilled nuggets from Chick-fil-A. I had grilled nuggets with the Polynesian sauce. Is that all I held on? And then I had, I think that's all I had. Holy shit. I didn't eat anywhere near enough. I need to eat a lot more. Yeah.
Let's see, what did I have? I had 2 bananas yesterday morning.
Oh, and Corey says that sauce is pure sugar.
Oh.
So I had pure sugar just as much as my wife was having her frozen Cokes. By the way, Jeff says I have the number to call and report illegal aliens in this country if anyone wants to turn Ray in. Oh, for God's sakes. I was born in Chicago. I am not an illegal alien. I don't even speak Spanish anymore. Corey says, next time put your naked chicken nuggets on the macaroni and cheese and put buffalo sauce on it. That's super fattening, right? If I get the macaroni and cheese and I put my nuggets in the macaroni and cheese with barbecue sauce on, oh my God, no. Yeah, I think that's how I fatten up the that's how I fatten myself up. I'm trying to you guys, I've been on this plateau. I've been on this plateau. My body has been there it's been a while. How long have I been there, Steve?
Quite a while.
Yeah, I was losing weight. And then I got right around 300 pounds. I just stopped. I went cold turkey, and my body just won't let me lose any more weight.
Right.
So it's crazy. It's just, I don't even understand how it works. And I've just been sitting.
Right.
I have been sitting here. I've been sitting at it for a while. So, and I'm trying to get my body losing weight again, but it's
right. Yeah.
I don't understand how it all works. It's just sort of sticking there. But I'm working out every day. I continue to work out, and I continue to try to eat mostly protein. Christina says I need to up my calories. And Cindy says how much water I drink. I drink a shitload of water. I really drink. I mean, like, especially when I'm working out. When I'm working out, I drink. I'll drink nonstop water when working out. And then I drink nonstop water when I'm home.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. So I drink a ton of water. The doctors have said it just plateaus. She goes, just your body's whatever reason. And they said it'll pick up again.
Right.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe my body's just sitting right around that 300 mark and doesn't want to, plus you've got to realize I've been over 300 pounds since college, maybe. I mean, I've been over 300 pounds for a long time.
Right.
The last time I was under 300 pounds I did a big diet in 1989. In 1989, I got down to 286 pounds. But I started up around 320 something. So I got a 286. So I weigh less now than when I did
Right.
when I started this diet thing in 89.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll figure it out. So I don't know. And Corey says the buffalo mac and cheese with grilled nuggets is only 625 calories.
Oh.
I feel, but here's the deal. I feel better. I feel better when I don't have a bunch of carbohydrates. I do feel better when I have protein. I feel better. So I don't know. So I figure I'll sit at this plateau as long as possible. And when it finally kicks in, I'll, when it finally kicks in, I'll go back to losing, but I'll just have to wait, That's how it works, right, Steve?
Yep, that's how it works. Just you gotta wait.
I've been plateaued for a while, but yep. Oh well. And then when I I don't know when weight loss like when I get past this plateau, I don't know how it works. I don't know if it'll just keep, well, I don't know. All I know is I'll feel better. Yeah. So I asked my weight loss expert, Steve, because Steve's at 360 some odd pounds.
Yeah.
Or you're just under 370, right?
Right.
But you're losing. And I started thinking, if you're gonna do the surgical, you're gonna do surgical weight loss after this stuff, maybe.
Right.
Okay, dude, if you're gonna start your weight loss surgery and you're under 400, man, you'll lose a shitload.
Right.
You'll be like Big D.
Right. Right. Except I think of course, I know I'm going to have the hanging skin because I've been big all my fucking life.
Yeah. Well,
I got it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I got hanging skin. It's horrible.
Big D, he had been little, and he got big, and he could get little. Yeah, he just a little bit.
I was never little. I was never little.
I was never little.
I was never little. I mean, even when I was a kid, and I weighed 100 and I was 160 in like sixth grade.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I was poorly.
By the way, Fat 420 says he's only 330 pounds now. Way to go, Fat 420. TJ says, how would Ray react if Steve and Ray continued to lose all this weight and Jason started gaining everything they lost? Oh, no, I'd feel terrible. I feel terrible for Jason. I want Jason to lose as much weight as I am and as much weight as Steve is. I want everyone to be healthy. I just love it. Health is, now I'm starting to research body hacking and all this stuff, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, I am really fascinated by it. Hold on, I don't know if you can hear it, but I just released gas. I just released some gas.
What?
Yeah. And I don't, Corey says, don't forget the Diet Coke. No, I just don't drink any of it. I don't drink diet or regular, or if I'm going to have something, I'll have regular.
Yeah. And I found when I had that I hadn't drank any soda in a couple weeks. I got that Dr. Pepper, and it didn't taste good. I mean, then water. Now they had some water down there in big troughs for the runners and people, all iced down. And that was some good water down there. It wasn't Ice Mountain, but I don't know. It was really good water. Didn't have that plastic bodily taste.
Oh,
I just water, though.
Dude, I love bottled water. By the way, Tom just found a picture of Jason at work.
Oh,
here's a picture of Jason working.
Uh-oh.
There's a picture of Jason at work. There you go, Steve.
That doesn't look good.
Yep. There was Jason working already today. Way to go, Jason.
Shade.
Yep. He's still sleeping at the bottom, at the top of that truck, but yep. I thought I'd share that. Tom sent it over. Thank you, Tom. I love water though.
Mm.
I like cold water generally, but I like or room. Look, I'm working out room temperature water. You know, like when I played basketball when I was younger, football. Yeah. I didn't like cold. I didn't want cold water when I was, you know,
it made your stomach cramp up.
Yeah. Just give me room temperature.
Don't drink a lot. Just squirt. Don't drink a lot. It's a squirt.
Christina says TJ's going to gain weight at the meet and greet because Jason's going to put his foot up his ass.
Oh, I do that.
Oh, well. Steve gets the surgery and loses more than Ray, then talks about all the bigots on the show. Yeah.
I don't see that.
He'd be allowed to. I do like when I lift weights and my muscles grow, muscle does weigh more than fat. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Which I know from like playing basketball and stuff. I always talk about I weighed 190 pounds when I played basketball.
Right.
But my body looked completely different. It's because muscle weighs more.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So it just weighed more than fat. Like I was not fat when I played basketball, but I still weighed 190 pounds.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know if I consider myself fat. When I was big, I had a big head. I did have a big head.
I mean, like when you were in high school and you were a 4-year varsity starter. I mean, you were a big guy, but you were in shape.
Yeah, per se. Good point. Yeah.
But what did you weigh? What did you weigh like during the football season?
About 260.
See, that's 260 is not that big at all. There are guys who look. There are guys weighing 260 that look fantastic.
Oh, right.
There's a picture of Jason at work again, everybody. That's how his day's going. A Fat 420 says 4 years. Was he the water boy for 4 years? No, Steve.
No, I was a starter boy.
Steve was a varsity starter for 4 years in high school. So even as a freshman, he started varsity.
I started varsity.
I got to tell you, dude, that's pretty impressive. I mean, when I was a freshman, they didn't even allow me anywhere near the varsity.
Well, believe me,
If I walked anywhere near the field, they'd say, "Get the hell off this field."
oh no, believe me, I took a lot of razzing from the other guys on the line, especially if I fucking jumped off sides or something or hailed. Oh, I just might as well killed myself because they'd make me, all the rest of the linemen make me stay after, make me run bleachers or fucking, come on, shut your ass up or you won't hold again, will you?
Yeah. So you were doing it. Good for you, man. Good for you. Man, they wouldn't allow me anywhere near, you know. Jason says it's either impressive or they couldn't find anybody else his size. Well, you can listen. You can have the fattest kid in the world, but if they don't know how to block or move people, they're not going to be starting as a. You have to have technique.
Not like I hadn't played. We had JFL, so I had already played football, so I knew the basics.
I mean, I think back to when I played football, there was a guy on our line who was 100 and he maybe weighed 160 pounds. 160 pounds. And this guy was the best freaking lineman at 160 pounds.
Right.
He was just such a great offensive lineman. It really had very little to do with size.
Right.
It just had to do with your technique and, and I just, there was one guy when I played, there was a guy, there was a guy older than me, like a grade higher than me.
Right.
Who weighed maybe, he's like 6'5". He was 6'5", but he weighed, I don't even know if he weighed 200 pounds.
Oh, damn.
He was an all-state basketball player. But football, he was an amazing offensive guard. This guy was.
Oh wow! Even at that tall.
This guy was a 6'5" offensive guard, an all-state basketball player, and an all-state baseball pitcher. That's how talented this guy was. But he was the best. I think he made Little All-State in football too. As a lineman, he was just good. He wasn't. There was nothing fat on him. I mean, this kid was just in shape, but he was a fantastic guard. So it really doesn't. Kelly says down. Yeah, Craig. I'm talking about Craig Gorilla. That guy was a fantastic guard. I mean, he was, and I know because I was a defensive tackle, so I would have to go up against him.
Oh, shit.
I would go up against him, when I was a sophomore and junior, I would go head-to-head against him in practice.
Right.
And I'm telling you, man, he was very good. And you name it, I would go for his legs. I would, man, the stuff I would do to him, the things I would do to him every practice. But he was always, he would always block.
Right.
And he was a guy that if I would beat him in a play, he would thank me.
Oh, really? Huh?
He would we would start practice, okay? And I would spend my whole day going, "Oh God, this is how I'm going to get by him. I'm going to do this to get by him. I'm going to, go this way, grab his pads and, I would come up with all these ways to get by him." And so practice would start and I'd do it and I'd get past him.
Right.
By the end of the practice, he's blocking me.
Right. Yeah. You were getting my
practice. And after practice, he would pat me on the head or pat me on the butt and say, "Oh my God, dude, that was great.
Right.
That
Yeah.
was great." And I go, "Oh, thanks, man." He go, "Yeah, it was great because you beat me." He goes, "You beat
Right.
me." And then I'd show up the next day and I'd want to do the same shit. And he would,
Right.
every single play, he
Yeah.
would just beat the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
this guy
exactly.
was so gifted. He learned,
Right.
like it literally took, half a practice for him to learn. And the next day you
Right.
couldn't get by him. So I'm just saying the guy was that skilled, but he wasn't fat at all. He was just,
yeah.
he was just strong. He was strong and he was, a fantastic technique. And the guy was awesome. So, I liked the guy. I thought the guy was brilliant. Right. And his kid, I guess, is a good athlete too or something, but yeah. So, but I mean, but I remember this guy, like I said, it had nothing to do with his size.
Right.
So, and he was, like I said, he was tall. He was 6'5", and I was only 5'10". So, Corey says, so Ray had a Kreger on his team also. Did you gaze him in the shower? No, I don't. I don't know if I never know. I don't remember. I couldn't tell you anything about the man's penis. I could not tell you anything about the man's penis. I don't know if I ever saw the penis. I did. However, I must have showered with him because, I played football and basketball with him, but I certainly don't remember showering with him.
Would you consider that a traumatic experience? Because every time somebody brings that up, I can take myself right back to that shower. I can see the color of the locker room was yellow with brown benches, brown lockers. I can see Kreger walking in. I can see Mike walking in. I can see Sam walking in.
No, I can't remember. I can't remember. I just can't remember. No, I couldn't tell you what the bathroom looked like with the shower. I mean, I can't remember tell you what the locker rooms look like, to be honest. And I certainly can't remember. Oh, no, wait a minute. I take it back. I do remember that there was a guy that I played football with who was incredibly small.
Oh.
So now that I'm thinking about it, I do remember a guy had an incredibly tiny penis.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a large guy.
Me?
No, well, I wasn't in the shower with you, but I'm just saying I do now. So now that I'm giving you so much shit about it.
Right.
Damn. So I do remember that there was a guy that I played football with that had a tiny peen, now that I think about it. But that's the only thing I remember. I don't remember anyone. I don't remember anyone's penis sizes. Like Steve can tell you. Steve could.
Oh, I can line them up. I can pick them out of a lineup. I bet.
You're 58 years old now. You could still pick your teammates' penises out of a lineup.
There's probably a possibility, yeah. Mm. If you put Kreger and Sam, Todd, and Mike, you could throw Kevin in there, but I think by the time, I think there was only, was there 6 or 8 showers ahead, so only could be like 6 or 8 guys in there at a time. So.
No, I couldn't. No, I just could never. No, I could never describe anyone. So no. And I hope that no one I played with, still has memories of my penis. I hope that any penile memories of me are all positive and from, and from positive, you know what I mean, from memories with me. So that's what I hope, but I don't know. I doubt there's any women out there that still even think about my penis. Yeah. So I don't know. But I certainly didn't gaze. I glanced because you
Right.
can't miss stuff, but
Right.
yeah.
Some things just go into a file in your head. Certain triggers.
Yeah, but I'm saying that I played sports with guys. I played sports with guys who who I showered with, but I couldn't tell you anything about anyone's penis. Except like I said, there was one guy that I do remember. I do remember there was a guy who had an incredibly, I mean, you couldn't even see this guy's penis.
Who?
I mean, it was incredibly small. So I do remember that, but that was in just thinking about it. But I couldn't tell you anything about anyone else's penis. Because you try not to look. Right.
Exactly.
Because you just want to get in, get showered.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out. So, yeah, I really couldn't. I just couldn't. I couldn't tell you anything about it. I never gazed at anyone.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't remember anyone gazing at me, thank God. I didn't go to school with Steve. Tom says, no one keeps a file. No one keeps a file in their mind of other men's dongs. Well.
Oh. How did you know, Tom? You don't know everything.
So did you keep a file, Steve? But Steve did just say that he could now at 58 years old, he could still tell you everything about the dongs of all the guys he played with. Now, I never paid that much attention. I never paid much attention to whose was bigger or smaller. But like I said, but I do have a recollection of a guy that I played with who was, very, big and bulky or whatever, but had a very tiny. But I think it's also because I think that somebody mentioned it to me or something too. So there's got to be something more to it. So, yeah. So you think that they could still, you think that people still remember your penis and you played football with?
Oh, no.
So you think you're the only one that has memory of?
Well, they might say, damn, I remember Chet never had a big Peter. They might have said that. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask Krager at the reunion.
I went to a reunion and I certainly don't remember any of that coming up. I don't remember any of it coming up, Steve.
Oh, well, maybe it won't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I know Krager loves that we have an American Pope now.
Oh, good.
Well, I believe his partner is a priest or something. Father or something.
Is Kreger married?
I don't believe so.
Oh, you don't believe he never got married? I thought he's lived with that guy forever.
He's lived with us. I don't know if they're married or not. They've been together for years. Yeah. He may have got married, but it's nothing he ever advertised or anything.
I never put up a. Let me ask this. This is I need this advice. Every year on my anniversary, I put up a nice post about my wife and and our anniversary. Our anniversary was April 28th. Okay.
Right.
I had a post written on Facebook and ready to go out on April 28th. Okay.
Right.
But that was the day that car ran through the daycare and killed those children.
Right.
And it became such a horrible day for Central Illinois that I just deleted it and I never posted it. And then I told myself I'll post it later.
Right.
When this stuff is blown off or blown over, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then I was like, maybe I'll do it a week later. Now, a week later would have been last Monday.
Right.
But it was not blown over. People were still remembering it, and it was still tragic. So I was like, I'm not going to put it up now. Yesterday would have been 2 weeks.
Right.
And I felt like, okay, it feels like people have moved on.
Right.
But I didn't save it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So my question is, does it now, if I put it up now, is it too late, or because I'm going to have to rewrite it again, and which isn't a problem, because it's thoughts about my wife, my marriage, which is pretty easy for me to come up with. But does it seem now, should I just forget it? So I want everybody's advice. Should I do it or should I forget it? And my wife, I don't think my wife cares, So what do you think, Steve?
I think you should do it. I think your wife does care. She'll read it and she'll, comment on it, I'm sure. Yeah, I think go ahead and do it. And like I said, I think we've moved on now.
Well, that's what I mean. Have we moved on enough to where is it going to, will it make me look petty? Like,
no, I don't think so.
Look at him. You know what I mean? Oh. So I'm wondering. Did we just, have we already, has there been too much time go by, or it's just going to look petty if I'm, yeah, because it's a major tragic event for the area,
right?
Especially for Chatham. But I mean, for the entire area, it's still sad. It's still something we think about. So I just want to know.
I would go ahead and do it.
So you say that I should. Steve says I should do it.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Diane says, if you are feeling it, do it.
Thank you.
Tyler says, if you're asking if you should do it, then probably best to do it. Considering all your wife has been through this year, that's what the post is about. The post was about how it's been such a rough, it's been a rough 12 months for my wife. She's really had a rough year.
Oh,
you know, her mom got sick and passed, and you know, it's really been a rough year. That's what the initial post was about.
Right.
So you're, you know, Steve says do it.
Yep.
Diane says do it. Oh, well. Yeah. Corey says, if you mention the accident in your post, they look petty. Yeah, I don't, yeah. Yeah. And when I do it, I'm not going to mention the accident. I'm just going to say,
right.
My anniversary was April 28th, and I was going to put this up then, but I didn't want to take there were other without getting into this. I'm not gonna talk about the accident, but I'm just gonna say that there were other things on people's minds, so I held off from posting 28th.
Right.
You know, and then post it. That's what I'm thinking. That
sounds, yeah.
You know, I mean, not that my wife cares, but I care. You know, I care, Stephen. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not gonna mention the accident. No. I'm just gonna, you know, I'll make it obvious that the reason that I didn't.
Right.
Roy says, let it ride for this year. You had the dinner and the nice words personally. She knows how you feel. That's what matters. Well, I know, but so I got some go for it. So now I'm getting to let it ride. So this is why I need you guys' advice. You know what I mean? This is why I bring stuff like this. I wish Christina was here. Christina she would tell me what to do.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Roy says, the disappointment for my wife is already set in. Thank you. Yeah. Jeff says, let it ride. You already spilled au jus on the oh, for God's sakes. Is he talking about spilling au jus sauce? That happened 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago. Roy says, if I put it up, it's for you to garner support. No, I don't want support for anything. I like saying nice things about my wife. You know what I mean? Because I feel as much as I complain about everything.
Oh, yeah.
I feel fortunate.
Oh, yeah.
I feel fortunate to be married to, you know, my lovely wife, and you know. So I don't know. If I do it, it's going to be either today or tomorrow. So you say go for it.
Yeah.
Well, then if it goes wrong, I can blame Steve, everybody.
Yeah.
If it goes wrong, I got somebody to blame.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. All right. Good show, Steve.
Yeah.
Good show, buddy. As always.
Wow.
Steve Stanton.
Yeah.
Great co-host.
Yeah.
Great co-host. Ladies, he's single.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jeff says you should, Ray. You should, Ray and Steve. Steve is lucky to have had relations with Big Cheryl. Who did we say was hooked up with Big Cheryl?
I thought that was TJ's girl.
That was TJ. You're right. That was TJ. We're always talking about Big Cheryl and TJ. TJ loved that Big Cheryl. That's right. Oh man. Oh. God damn, that's funny. Oh, I love talking about Big Cheryl. All right. Thanks for the laugh. All right, you guys, we got to go. We'll talk to you tomorrow. 8 a.m. We'll be back. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. So long.